Hi and welcome to Cheeky Richo Cooking's Buttermilk Pie. We're going to make this in the Thermomix, but you can use any food processor that you like. There are 3 ingredients in the pastry. We have just plain flour, and that goes with salted butter. You could use unsalted butter if you like, but you are going to add salt, so that's bringing it down to 3 ingredients. And we have some nice cold water. It's not icy water, it's just cold out of the fridge. And we're going to pop that in there too, and we're going to do this for 20 seconds on speed 4. So at the end of 20 seconds, this is what you should have. Speed 4, okay, just tip it out, give it a little wiggle, and it should mostly fall out. Don't worry about washing the bowl because we're going to be using our bowl to make our filling. This pastry is perfect for sweet or savory. It's got no sugar in it. And we just push it all together and you can see how lovely and soft and short it is. We're gonna pop it into the fridge and let it rest for a little while. So just wrap it up, pop it in the fridge, and we get on with our filling. Preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Okay, just while our pastry is resting in the fridge, we're just going to put our ingredients together. I've just got some normal white sugar here. Use raw sugar if you like, it will affect the color of it. I've also got some eggs here. Adding that to our sugar with our pure vanilla extract. Don't get the cheap stuff that tastes a bit metallic, and this has got a gorgeous flavor. You see how thick and syrupy it is. In with our butter now, and we're going to whiz this up. Just any food processor. You can do it in your mix master or your stand mixer if you like, even if you have a hand mixer. It's so simple, this recipe. And we're going to add the other 3 ingredients, which are 30 grams of lemon juice, 100 grams of flour, and 400 grams of buttermilk. Once this has been whizzed up and made nice and frothy, so we're just going to put that through speed 7 for 2 minutes. Be lovely and thick and frothy. Okay, after 2 minutes, this is what you should have. We're just going to scrape down the sides now. It's really quite rich and thick. The butter is well incorporated. Sugar is totally dissolved. And look how yummy and custardy that is. Scrape down the sides. It's totally emulsified and amalgamated. We're sending in our buttermilk now. If you've made your own butter, use the Buttermilk byproduct, or you can buy this at the supermarket. We're also sending in our lemon juice and our flour. Plain flour, and she goes. And our lemon juice, which has got quite a few seeds in it, so we're just going to strain those out. Okay, that's all good. And now we just pop the lid back on here, and we only want to mix that together. We don't need to beat it like a cake mix, and we're going to give it 1 minute on speed 3. A minute later, and this is what you should have. Well mixed in now, and we're just going to pour that into our unbaked pie plate and cook it for 60 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Just put that to one side while we roll our pastry. Okay, I've just greased the pan. I'm just going to lower our very soft, short pastry into that pan and push it to the sides. We're not going to blind bake this because it's going to be baking for a whole hour in the oven. I've got it in a metal plate, so that will crisp it up as it goes. Now we're just going to cut it from underneath so that it doesn't stretch. It's got the handles, just ad-lib there. If you need to do any little repairs along the way, because this is a very hot day, 34 degrees. What was I thinking baking on a day like today? I'm just now going to crimp the edges. I've actually buttered the pie plate so that it will release easily. It's a metal pie plate, so it will cook quite nicely. Glass or Pyrex ones will need a little bit more time. You saw how quick this was to make. Leave it to rest while you prepare the rest of it. That's all the waste I've got, which is nothing. And the filling goes in there now. Now, if this was a custard tart, I would be brushing the base with egg, allowing that egg to dry, and that would give me quite a stiff base for it, and it wouldn't rise. Actually, we're going to just dock that a little bit to make sure that it doesn't rise. Just a few holes there. And now we're just going to pour our filling in there. All of our filling in. You could put cinnamon on here. You could put nutmeg on here. Just crusty sugar on here once it's cooked if you want to. Or you could leave it just plain and serve it with some icing sugar dusted on top. I'm going to give it a little sprinkle of cinnamon because I like that brown look it gives it. We're going to bake it on a baking tray. And the reason that we're doing that is it makes it a lot easier to pull it in and out of the oven. You don't have to worry about it spilling. If it goes over the top, this isn't going to because I've got plenty of space there. And just from a height, a little sprinkle of cinnamon. Into the oven we go, 180 degrees Celsius for 60 minutes until it's well cooked. Look at this, an hour later, and this is what you should have. We've got a nice crispy crust. It's a little bit wiggly jiggly in the middle. Can you see that? It's beautifully risen. Oh, smells amazing. Can't wait to try that. Hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration of Cheeky Richo's buttermilk pie. If you would like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our Cheeky Richo channel, and don't forget to please subscribe and do come back and visit us again soon. We've got so much more to show you, and we're uploading lots of videos. And thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Looks so gorgeous. My pastry just separated a little bit where it caught on the little rubber things on the outside there. Don't worry too much about that. I'm going to slice it with a plastic knife and serve it with a spatula, and it'll be divine. A few berries on there, a bit of ice cream, some creme fraiche, bit of yogurt, custard. I don't mind what you do with it, but make sure you make this recipe because it is divine. Okay, let's slice into our delicious buttermilk pie, shall we? It's just reduced back down. We're just going to slice it with a plastic knife so that it won't cut our non-stick pan. And the first slice is always the hardest to get out, so we're going to be a bit careful with that. Wish me luck. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? There you have it, Cheeky Richo's buttermilk pie. It slices beautifully. Apparently it freezes well. It's great to go into your lunch boxes. Have it with a little bit of fruit or some natural yogurt or something. Absolutely stunning. Tastes divine. Have a little taste, shall we? Okay. Yummo. Not too sweet. Little bit of tartness there. Nice firm base. Transports very well. You can taste that cinnamon on top of it. Look at that. It's delicious. Nice little bit of tartness. Thanks for watching.